Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today is October 6th. I always do this. October 6th, Thursday, and it's the beginning of the month. So I'm very excited to hop on and to share some of the updates that we have going on right now. As you're aware, we get a newsletter at the beginning of every month, and we are informed that challenge packs are on sale. Our most popular challenge packs. So that means like the 21 Day Fix, the 21 Day Fix Extreme, the 22-minute Hardcore, and other programs that are very popular for us, as well as Beachbody On Demand and Refresh is also on sale this month. So make sure that you take advantage and you start to speak to people about the importance of getting started with their health and their fitness, and providing them with the tools that they really need. Because at the end of the day, with the full package, which is Shakeology and the fitness program, that is the only way that they will be able to see success the same way that you have seen it. Now, as I've mentioned in some of the chats, when you have these conversations with people and you notice that they're really hesitant because they probably don't know you, they don't trust you, and they want to kind of get to know you a little better, so then offer them something for free. Offer them the free club membership. They have access to the website, to free workouts for 30 days. And you would create a place that you can hold them. You can provide value to them and support them on this journey by sharing things like, the importance of Shakeology and all that good stuff that comes with it. We have guides that you can use to help you follow through. So that would be my advice, to just not push them away or stop speaking to them because they just don't want to continue on with a challenge pack. The goal is to help people live a healthy and a fulfilling life, whichever way makes sense for them. Today, I want to make sure that I hone in on the fact that we have something called Super Saturday. And Super Saturday is an event that is hosted from corporate. And this Super Saturday is going to be October 29th, and it will be in Purchase, New York. So you do need to purchase tickets in order to attend. Please make sure that you do the necessary arrangements. Bring anybody. It is a perfect opportunity to help people get to know what it is that we do and actually try Core de Force workout live, because the trainers, Joel Freeman and Jericho Matthews, will be here. And it will be an early Super Saturday. So my goal from Team Conquer is to get everybody together, and maybe we'll go out to lunch at the end. Because I know, for example, I do know that there is like a sushi place around there, and we could make reservations and meet up after so that we can have like a little bit more, because at the beginning it will be a rush. I'm part of the market council, and we got a chance to go visit the location. It is in the university. So in the past, we've been able to be in the same spot. With this Super Saturday, the presentation will be at the beginning, and it will be in the auditorium, and then we will move everybody. We have about 5 minutes to move everybody, about 1,000 people, to the gymnasium. So with that, bring your sneakers, come dressed in workout gear, because we're going to work out and there won't be much time for you to change from your casual wear into your workout. So please, if you have any questions, there is an event inside of Team Conquer and a side event outside on Facebook for Super Saturday. So if you are participating, if you are going, which I think if you are truly serious about this and learning about this business, it should be a non-negotiable. It should be something that you show up, because you're going to learn and you're going to get to know other people as well. Speaking of Core de Force, we just had a sneak peek at the beginning of the month, October 3rd, and we will have a second sneak peek October 24th. It is a perfect opportunity for you to help people get started with the free club membership, because if they have those 30 days for free, they get to try the workout twice. What that means is that when the workout comes out, October 31st, now that person can commit to an actual challenge pack with Core de Force and Shakeology, and you will get 2 Success Club points for that. If the person has already enrolled as a club member, so they already assigned you as their coach. All they need to do is log in to Team Beachbody and click select or purchase a challenge pack if they're going to continue as a customer. And if they will upgrade as a coach, then they will select be a coach in the back office and they will be assigned to you. So that is something that is like, if you need help, I can definitely help you with that. As you know, we have a new system, and Beachbody Corporate is doing the best that they can to kind of keep something as a uniform and as spread apart through the whole network. So there is a new coach email that will be going out, I believe it's October 10th, and that will be to all new coaches that have been enrolled from let's say September to October. Everybody will receive a new welcome email to Team Beachbody. Attached to that email, there will be a video explaining to new coaches the opportunity that they have at hand and the different options of being a coach and what they can do with the opportunity and the tools that they have. So I encourage you to update your information, and whatever you send to your new coaches, that this is something that you add into your information, letting them know that, you will be receiving this email. So that is, I believe that is all as far as announcements go. And I truly felt the need, because last week, the last time we met, we had a very deep conversation, and it was a very big aha moment for me. And it helped me reflect as a leader, because as you know, I pretty much am a believer that the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. And I often question my own leadership skills, because I say, well, if I'm supposed to, be consistent, I'm doing that, but I don't see that in my team. What am I doing wrong? And it usually points back at me. What am I doing that is not enough, that I'm not able to duplicate what I see in my team? And I've sat back, and having conversations with many of you has helped me understand so much about where you are, where your mindset is, and where your struggles lie. And if I can put it all in a summary, I think most of us are not sure of what it is we're doing. We have no sense of definition of purpose, or we don't have a sense of vision. We don't really know what we're really here to do. We like it. We like the community. We like the support, but we're really not getting the best out of it. I think, in my personal opinion, because we have not touched upon those specific points that help us understand and like define, what am I doing? Okay. So as I said, I've been pretty much like, if you were able to see inside of me, you would see me like every cloud that passes by, I'm thinking it's passing me because if I speak to someone, it's an answer to another piece of the puzzle. If I read something, it's the second thing I was missing. It's the codes. So I'm almost like breaking codes. That's what I'm actually doing in my silent moments. And that's why you see that I have not gone live on my Facebook page. I have not been as active in the chats as I normally am, because I want to be as best a leader to you as I possibly can. So what I've been doing is I've been having mastermind calls with many of you who have reached out to me and who have scheduled those 15, 20 minutes conversation with me. And in those conversations, it comes down, we already understand that we need that mindset set in stone. We need to have a stronger mindset. We all understand that we want change. We definitely know that. We know we don't like what we see, we don't like how we feel, and we don't like how our future looks. But when someone tells us if our business reflects that, it's almost as if we don't have something to say, look, this is what I do, because it's almost like you're mimicking or you're mirroring somebody else. So as the lead coach, as the founding member of this team, I said, I need to take a step back and share with you, because what good does it do me if I am able to have my purpose clear and set? What good does it have me if I know my vision, although I was not able to really put it in words before, but what good does it do me to have it for myself and not be able to teach you? So my goal today is to teach you how to start to define your purpose and figure out your vision for your future. Because if not, you're not going to have success in this business. This is a fitness business, and the business revolves around your fitness. But fitness does not mean only your physical self. Fitness means you are stable, balanced, and healthy in your mind. You are healthy, stable, and balanced in your body. You are healthy, fit, and stable in your spirit. And you are healthy and balanced in your finances. That's hard work. That takes a lot. And you have taken the first step and you have said, I want to change. So yes, you have the tools that are provided to you, which are Shakeology and the fitness programs and the support. You have that. But are you making the best use of it? And that's what I'm going to get into today. So the first and foremost question, and I really hope that you have pen and paper available, that you can really jot this down, is I want you to have this question very clear and always present in your mind. Why do I do what I do? Why do you work out? Why do you choose to feed your body healthy nutrition? Why do you choose to participate in our challenge groups, in our team page, in our chats? Why? Why do you put your life out there so that other people see it? Why do you do that? So that's the big question that will help define what is your purpose here. What is it that you're doing? Because it's not that you wanted to buy a challenge pack. It's not that you wanted to get a fitness program. There's more to it. And hopefully by the end of this exercise, you'll be able to figure out a few reasons why, and maybe later on you can continue to add to that. So as you know, we are against the idea that you say all over the place and that you become a Beachbody robot. You are not the Shakeology cup. You are not your fitness program. You are not the company Beachbody. You are you. You are designed and created different and unique by your master creator. I personally believe you were created by God. You may believe that you were created by a bigger thing, by a bigger purpose, by a bigger something. Whatever it is you believe who created you, you were created and you are different. So you have qualities that nobody else has. And you have two main qualities that I want you to think about right now. What are two qualities that you have that help you stand out? If somebody told you, what is something that you have about yourself that you're proud of? What would that be? And I'll share mine to give you an idea. I'm an honest person. I'm a fun person. Those are two qualities that I have. I've also been known to be friendly. I am pretty spontaneous because I've moved around very often. I am a very dependable person. I am patient when it comes to helping other people. I am impatient with myself, but I'm patient with others. I am flexible. I am very positive, and I am rooted in my faith. Those are my qualities. What are yours? Write two qualities down. And I hope, and write them down. Don't just listen to me, just write down two of your qualities. Okay? Now, you have a particular way that brings joy to you when you share those qualities with others. So for myself, I'm fun. But one of the things that I like to do is I like to share fun with others because I like to see other people laugh. So I'll share a joke or I'll be fun because I like for others to laugh. So I enjoy sharing. Something else, I am very dependable on people, so I can provide support to others. I like to be there to kind of help and let them know that my hand is here and that they can reach out to me. And I support people. And it doesn't matter if they're my friend or my family, my client, my coach, my team member, a person from an outside world, anybody. I could be in the supermarket, and if I see somebody struggling, like trying to hold a basket, I'll go out there and I'll support them. I'll help them. I love serving. I when I was younger, I served in the church, and I seek places where I can serve. If I go to your house and I see that there are dirty cups and you're not going to judge me or misjudge me, I will get up and put the cups in the sink. I serve. I go to a place and I see a need, and I don't wait for someone to call upon my need, my help. I go and I put myself at their disposition, at their place, and I choose to help. I am there to support. Okay. Other things that I've learned is I enjoy empowering others. I enjoy being an influence of positive. I like being surrounded by positive people because negativity drains me. So I try to go towards positives. I'm a teacher by nature. So whatever I learn, I immediately think I can teach that, I can share that, and I break it down into steps. I've never been a follower. I've been mostly a leader. I do things because they feel good to me. So I'm a leader. Okay. So these are different ways in which I choose to express myself and in which I choose to share my qualities. Okay. Remember that my qualities are I'm friendly, I'm spontaneous, I'm dependable, I'm patient, I'm flexible. How do I share that? I share that through empowering people, through supporting others, to teaching, right? Then, so I'm going to stop now and talking, and I'm going to ask you to list those two things that you enjoy sharing your experience with. So now you have the qualities, you have how it is that you're going to share that experience with others. Now I want you to assume that the world you live in is a perfect place. And I know the world we live in right now it needs help. But I want you to imagine that the world you live in is perfect. What does it look like? What does it feel like to you? And remember, it's a fun place to be. So, in my opinion, if my world were perfect, the people around me would be positive. They would be healthy, fit, and balanced. They would have time to do fun things and to do hard things. They wouldn't be stressed. Their stress would not be available. So my world would be a place where people say hello and good morning, and they look at each other in their eyes, and they are nice and polite to each other. So in my world, everyone is expressing health, fit, and a balanced life. In your perfect world, what are they expressing? What do you see in your perfect world? So now we're going to put them all together. So we're going to put your qualities, the way you share your experiences with others, and your perfect world. Okay? So remember, my perfect world is what I expect to see, what I wish I saw. Maybe you expect that your world is filled with peace, and people are no longer fighting. There's like everyone speaks in a very calm voice. Maybe your perfect world has to do with people who are not living on a time schedule, people who are more at peace and they can come and go as they choose. Whatever that perfect world is to you, that's what it is. And don't think about where do you want it to be tomorrow. No, where do you want it to be right now? So you are going to now put everything together, your qualities, your ways of expressing and sharing that information, and your perfect world. So you're going to now put a full statement, and that will be your purpose. So my purpose is to use my dependability, my consistency, to support others in living a healthy, fit, and balanced life. My purpose is to teach others how to live a life where they feel empowered and they can live balanced in their mind and in their spirit. My purpose is to use my love to lead others to live whatever the world is perfect. So my purpose is to use whatever your two qualities are by however you choose to experience or share those qualities. And then the last part of the statement is how you expect the world to be. Does that make sense? Somebody nod yes. Somebody nod yes. I would love it if somebody shared theirs.
You want us to type it or just speak?
You can speak it. Just read it to me.
Well, I just put here my two main qualities that I could think of right now is being positive. Even when I feel negative, I always switch it back to positive because that's how I get by the day. So positivity in everything, is one of my qualities. And learning for me, I love to learn about everything. You see like those little posts about tips for this, tip for that. I love those things, and I love to share them because I feel like I'm learning and I'm sharing my knowledge with other people. So that those two things are one of the most important things for me that I feel good doing, being positive and learning and sharing what I learned. And it's funny the description you gave of your perfect world, because like I said before to you, we think a lot alike in a lot of things. That would be, you describe basically what I would love to see. Positive mind, kind people that you look at them, they smile at you, they're not stressed, they're not running around like chicken without a head. That would be the ideal world for me right this minute. And the icing on the cake would be to having that world and then being in a world without any stress, either because of health, finances, family, everything else is just gone.
So your purpose is to use your positive personality and your teaching ability so that others can also live, a positive and a kind life. Right there. That's your purpose. That's your statement. So it's like, it doesn't have to be this big frou thing. Right there, that's the thing you are right now focused on. So then we're going to move on to, now that you have your purpose, now that you know why it is that you do what you do, right? So if you ask me, Universe, why do you wake up every morning? It is because I know what it feels like to live unhealthy. I know what it feels like to live unbalanced. I know what it feels like to live stressed out and be stuck. And I don't want other people to do that, to feel that way. So my purpose is to end that, to put an end to it. So my vision is what I'm passionate about. That's what gets me up in the morning. That's what keeps me going when everything feels like it's falling apart. That's what brings back joy to my heart. That's what makes me feel alive again. So my purpose has to be defined according to my qualities. And then my vision has to be the fuel that makes me run. And my fuel is going to be very different. And it's going to have different, like some days it's going to be one moment, it's going to be one thing, and then it's going to change. And as life keeps going, my vision is going to expand and it's going to grow and it's going to change. And I'm okay with that. And that was one thing that I didn't know. I never allowed myself to have vision for my future. So because I thought that, to be a visionary was to be kind of like a wacky person. But I've learned that it's in the Bible. We need vision. And if we don't have vision, we will perish. If we don't know why we're doing what we're doing day in and day out, we will lose our steam. We will get discouraged. We will lose our passion and we will feel defeated because there is no reason why we should be doing what we're doing. But if you are focused that your goal is to help other people, and I'm going to stay here in a moment because if this business seems like it's a money-making machine and you're here to make money, then you can turn in your resignation because unfortunately, this is not a get-rich-quick type of environment. This is about helping people. This is about serving others. This is about looking at someone's needs and feeling the pain in your heart, knowing that you have what they're missing. And knowing that if you put yourself outside of it and you put their needs before yours, you will help them achieve. But you have to have that love for other people. You have to have that very clear. If you don't love on others, if you don't care about humanity, if you don't care about your community, if you don't care about making an impact, this is not the type of business that you want to be involved in. Because number one, your vision has to be aligned with your purpose and whatever the mission of the team, of your corporation, of your business is. It has to all intertwine. Because casa dividida no prospera, a house divided will not prosper. So we have to be in union. We have to be in sync. And it's like all for nothing or nothing for all. Okay? So you have to be passionate about people. And maybe that's why it was easy for me to transition from my teaching career in the Board of Ed into Beachbody and looking at Beachbody as a career, as a life-changing agent. Like I am an ambassador for life. I look at people, I am passionate about what I do, and I immediately see the need that they have, and I know I can help them if they're willing to be helped. So you have to give back without expecting to receive. You have to be in that attitude of, I'm here to serve. My life, my experiences, my lessons are the mirror in which other people will reflect upon, and that's how they will become empowered. My journey will be the stepping stone so that someone else can come behind me and do exactly what I do, but fail less. Because you're going to fail. You're going to have setbacks, but it's going to feel less because you're giving them a forewarning of what will happen. So in the 4 years I've been a coach, I have fallen in love with a lot of people. I have given my heart to a lot of people. I have basically given it all. And people have not been ready to receive what it is that I have been given because they're not used to someone serving them and giving of them so that they can actually grow. So they've rejected that help, and they've put the block, and they've stopped growing, or perhaps they could continue to grow somewhere else, but they did not allow me to participate in their growth. And I've been hurt, right, through that. So through that pain that I have gone through, I have learned to love on people, but to accept the fact that I am not to blame, because I help people for the love of people, but I can't control the uncontrollable. I have to stay focused on the things that I can control. So I get to know people, I get to know their needs. I know from that in the bottom of my heart, I have provided them with the tools, the step-by-step, the follow-up calls, my phone number, my email. I've given them my address. I've told them, let's talk. And I know that if they haven't reached out to me, the ball is on their court. My hands are clean and I continue to walk without any regret. But my heart has been in serving, right? So this business can blind other people, because you represent and you show as if you have this amazing success. And I'm one that I don't show a lot like of the money aspect of it. But as you know, these months from June, July, August, volume has been very low. And there have been no rank advancements in our team. Yet I continue to work day in and day out as if everything was as is. And to be quite honest, my paycheck has not diminished. My paycheck continues to be the same because I am very consistent. And I don't go anymore by the amount of people that are joining me. If I help 5 people and those 5 people choose to stay with me, let it be. Good riddance. We're going to make it. We're going to go for it. But if from those 5 people, maybe 1 remains, then that's the one I'm going to continue working with, because I can't work with the 3 or 4 that left. I can only work with the one that's there. But I need to continue focusing on the rest of the world out there that does need me and that needs my help and my service. So I don't dwell on the things that drain me. I stay above and I stay afloat. And I stay afloat because I know that this is not my own. Like, I was called to serve. I was called to give. I also know that this career is something that was put in my path to help me and help my family. And I can get emotional because when I started, I did not need the finances. When I started, I did not need to build a business because I had a secure career. I had a secure financial pay. I had vacations pay. I had health insurance. I had 401, whatever. Everything you get from the Board of Ed. I was a paid teacher. I had it all. But life happened and everything went away. And I was left in void. I was left up in the air. So then my vision changed. Now I not only did not want to just help people for the love of helping people, but now I had to help people because I had to pay rent. Now I had to help people because I wanted to make sure that I could be present for my kids in their most needed times. Now I had a number next to my vision that would make me happy if I made that amount. Now I had that. And then as time went on, my vision changed. Then I started to get paid and I started to get bonuses. But then I had team members under me and people that are part of this team that were not making enough, that are having issues covering their groceries, that are having issues covering their rent, that are having issues paying for a car. They are having issues taking and paying for children to go after school activities, to pay for ballet, pay for tutoring. They need extra money. And they have this opportunity in their hands. And this could be their part-time job. This can be their part-time income. And my vision is help them achieve that. How do I help them achieve that? Doing what I'm doing right now. Whatever I've learned, I share. Whatever I know, I tell. Whatever I have, I give because I am passionate about helping other people make changes in their lives and to strive to grow, not to stay the same. Like, I don't imagine my life. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I got scared one day in my teachers in my middle school, because I looked at one of my coworkers, and she was a 35 teacher, tenured. She had been in the same building teaching the same curriculum for 35 years, and she was ready for retirement. And I looked at that and I said, that's not who I want to be when my time is up. Like, not that she hasn't grown, but I want to explore the world. I want to feel what's out there. I want to know what's out there. Little did I know that I would love traveling. So now I get to travel often. And my vision is to not only travel for business purposes, but to go with my family and travel. I want to travel 4 times a year, not once, not twice. I want to travel 4 times a year. And I want to have my bank account that is never unread. I don't want to have debt. I don't want to have any type of debt. I don't want to have to think about how am I going to pay one bill, or I have to wait till I get paid so that I can cover this other bill. I want to live in abundance. That's my vision. So I get a lot of no's. Last month, I might have gotten almost 150 no's. But what makes me keep on going is the fact that I don't have to work for somebody else. That I choose to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day because I am my own boss. Because I don't have to work for somebody else, and I don't have to take other people's problems as my own. I choose who I work with. I choose how much time I devote to who I work with. And I devote my time to the people who need me the most, which are my kids. And that's a whole different other story. But come to find out that both my kids really need me. I spend 2 to 3 hours doing homework with both of them. And if I were in my old world, I would be stressed out and I would be a screaming mama and I would be non-nurturing. So I would have a very, very wild and violent home, opposite of what my vision or my purpose and my future looks like, right? So if I want to be a nurturing mom, if I want to be calm and I want to be present for my kids, I need to continue to take care of myself. And the way that I take care of myself is by adding positive affirmations into my mind, applying the things that I learned, and strive to grow. But I also help other people. And when you speak to other people and you learn about their problems, your problems become like ant size. And you realize how much need there is out there. And if you can help one little person, if you can plant one seed of hope, then you have done it. So I'll read to you what I wrote, because I guess it'll give you an idea of what my vision is. And you should know what my vision is so that you know why I work and what I do every single day. And you say, well, Neris does never stop. And some people have asked me, you never sleep. And it's true. Some days I don't sleep, because if my team is not working, then I have to work. And if I am not working with the right people, then I have to continue seeking the right people, because I know they're out there. There are people just like me waiting for an opportunity like this to use it and to run with it. So my vision is to give back and to serve others. I find joy in helping anyone become a better person. I am not in this for money or for rank advancements, because if it would have been for that, I would have quit a long time ago. I'm passionate about making changes in my life because I understand that I was not in the right place and I was not in the right framework. And if I'm not in the right framework, I can't help other people. And I need to continuously strive to grow as an individual so that it can spill over into my other roles. Because I cannot just be a business person and be successful in business. because there are many millionaires out there, many career persons who are very successful in their corporate world, but they're so empty at home. And if you ask their children if they're happy with their parent, they would tell you no. And that's not what I want. I want my kids to know mom as a nurturing, loving mom. But I also want my husband to know that I'm here for him and that I support him. And I want my family to know that I'm there for them. So I do a lot of things that I work hard, but then I separate and I spend time with the ones I need the most. My vision, my mission with Beachbody has paired up. So I've been able to match it together, and I've been able to know that my broken world can help put the pieces together for someone else. And it gets confirmed when I post my story online and someone tells me, I need you to help me with exactly what I said. Because then they are going through exactly what I was going through when I was in I was not in this challenge. To be able to see, okay, so the biggest challenge we face is being able to see it and to believe it ourselves. So, as you know, this year has been the year where I have basically unveiled my eyes and I can see. I've allowed myself and I've given myself permission to be a visionary, to become a visionary. So I've had to teach myself and to learn how to have a vision. And in order to do these things, I've been doing crazy things and things that sound kind of odd and weird. And I'm going to share them with you. So I've had to put my mind, and I'm not the type of person that, because that was one of the things that I used to hate when people said, you just have to call upon it and it will be. Because it's like, that's like magic. You know, I need money. I call on money. It's not going to happen. You got to go out and work for money if you want money. But you have to have an abundance mindset. You can't be a person that gives and has your hand hold closed. You can't just expect to receive without giving anything in return. So I've allowed myself to have a vision for a better future. And I envision myself, like, I'll look at a picture on Pinterest of a house that like really calls my attention, that brings peace to my heart, and I'll save it. And that's my future home. If I see a fountain, if I see something that is calming and that has water falling and that has like little angels and peaceful plants, that's going to be in my office one day. If I see a reading window, like with a little nook and very comfortable pillows, that's going to be part of my bedroom one day. If I look at, beautiful homes with a beautiful walkway and lots of flowers, that will be part of my home one day. And I live in Howard Beach. And there's this nail salon that is in Bayside, about 30-minute drive from where I live. And one day, my daughter used to go for tutoring classes around that neighborhood. And one day I went and I was just cruising around the neighborhood. I'm like, let me get to know this place. And as I was looking around the neighborhood, I learned that neighborhood brought peace to my heart. It has beautiful homes and it feels very suburban, and it's in the city, but it's suburban-like. I like peace. So I started to like just roam around, and I found a nail salon, and I walked into the nail salon, and that is where I do my hair. I do my pedicure and my manicure every 2 weeks. My husband says, why are you taking a 30-minute ride when you can go to a nail salon that is up the block from my house? But the reason I do that is because it's part of my vision to live in a neighborhood just like that. And it's part of my vision to own a home just like that. So when I feel stressed and I feel like I'm losing my joy and I'm losing my passion and I'm losing it, I go there. I start to look around and I start to envision myself living there and walking there. And I have to believe it. I have to see it. I have to feel it. I have to start to walk in it. As you know, I've mentioned to you that I started reading this book. And in the past, I have read many books, and I've read them at a speed, very fast, because I want to get through with it, right? But this is the type of book that you want to take back. You actually want to like savor it. You want to bite into it. You want to like really take the juice out of it. So I'm not flying by this book. Why am I not flying by the book? Because it aligns with living in abundance, an abundant life. In order to live an abundant life, you have to let go of a lot of negative thoughts. And then those negative thoughts have to be replaced by positive thoughts. And I wasn't taught how to think this way. I wasn't taught to be this way. So I had to teach myself how to be that way. And one of the good things I have about myself is that I'm open to learning. I don't know it all. I don't know all the answers. I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to empty myself out of all my prior knowledge and add new knowledge if it's going to benefit me and it's going to help me grow. So I've just like I have a degree in other things, I decided that I was going to do a degree on my personal growth. And I'm doing it alone, without a curriculum, without a syllabus, without a professor watching over me. And in this book, she speaks about how you need to like write out a list of all the lies you believe and turning those lies into truths. Because lies are very well made up in your mind and you end up believing them. And then if you take them out and you switch them around and you turn the nots and the can'ts into ams and wills and do's, all of a sudden they become doable and they become possible. So I'm working on that. And every morning I do something really crazy. I do my devotional, which is my word of God. I read it out loud. And then I do my positive word affirmations. And I declare abundance over my life. And I say it out loud. And I say the things that I actually don't believe. Because I want to say it enough so that I say it so much that I actually believe it. So I practice that day in and day out. And it has helped me stay focused on knowing that I was created for more and that there's more from where that came from. So you have to be able to believe it. And that's your biggest job. Your biggest job is to go ahead and train yourself into believing. Many of us think like we're not cut out for this. We're not meant for it. We're just going to fail because everybody else has failed, right? Or because someone told us that we would never mount up to anything. We're not worth it, right? So those are all negative thoughts that have been implanted, and have been told to you. But that doesn't come from your creator. Because you were created to be the head and not the tail. You were created to lead. And you were created to give and never to ask for like a loan. Others would come to you because you would be bountiful. You would be abundant. So you have to focus on becoming who you want to be. Not who you are right now. Because we're on a journey to change. Remember that that's the reason why we started this. We started because we recognized that we needed change. But change doesn't just come in your physical. Change has to happen in your 4 areas of your life, which is in your physical, in your spiritual, in your mind, and in your finances. And you can't avoid that. So stop thinking about, I can't do this, so I'm just going to quit. Or I can't add this extra thing because it's taking away time from my family. Many of you will give a piece of your life to your bosses at work, but you won't call out sick. Yet for Beachbody, or to show up to your fitness, or to make your Shakeology, you're coming up with the worst excuses. You're coming up with the lamest ideas. If you really, really want this, you're going to sacrifice time for it. And the biggest challenge is you, because you're in business with yourself. You are your own boss. You are working towards your future. You're working towards the improvement of your health. You're working towards the improvement of your mindset, not mine, yours. So there has to be a reason why you do it. And then you go back to why. And then you go back to the purpose. And then you go back to your vision. And that will keep you going. And that's how I've been able to keep going for 4 years now. And I'm going and I'm going. And I've gone on the bus and I'm not turning back. Because I don't think there is a degree out there. There is not enough money that I can pay someone that can give me what being my own owner and the master of my own body and the master of my own mind and the master of my emotions. There's no price I can pay for that. And I'm not saying that I don't pay a high price. I pay a high price because the struggle is real. And it is not easy, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it. Many of us need to learn to apply accountability. And I've learned something new about accountability. And it has come with pain, and it has come with tears, and it has come with like feeling as if I have my hands tied, because I want to hold people accountable. I want to hold them to their word. I want to hold them to their goals. I want to remind them, and I want to make them feel like they can actually do it. But there's nothing I can do if they don't want to do it themselves. See, I know that if you do your 4 vital behaviors every single day, morning, night, and day, come 21 days, you do your 21-day program, you drink your Shakeology, you read your personal development, and you invite somebody to come and join you, and you do it straight for 21 days, I can assure you, like my name is Uniris, that you will accomplish it. But the problem is, you do it for 5 days, and then you quit 2 days. And then you do it for 3 days, and then you don't see results, and then you say, forget it. And you turn back, and you come back again. Or you do it your way, not the way that other people have said it works. And unfortunately, I can't get in your mind. I've told some of my coaches, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Because if you don't follow the meal plan, if the meal plan says for you to eat 3 green containers and two red containers, whatever it is, and you choose to just have one, you're not following my guide. You're not following the guide that was created for you. I can't help you. If I'm telling you to post every single day your journey, to invite others, to be transparent, to share your story, and to invite other people, and to be a life-changing agent, but you choose to do it your way, and you choose to do it 1 day a week, or you choose to do it at the beginning of the month, and then halfway through the month you get defeated because 2 people told you no, or the 3 people that said that they were going to join you still haven't decided. You don't want it bad enough. You want someone else to step in your shoes and do it for you. And this is not about that. If I want to see change, I have to get up at 5 a.m. I have to put my sacrifice in, and it has to hurt. And there are days where I cry because I don't want to get up. I probably slept maybe 4 hours. I probably slept 5 hours. But I get up because I'm committed to becoming the best version of myself. And you can do it too, because you have big reasons to fight. You have them. But you choose to let yourself be controlled by your emotions because it's easier that way. And that's why this business is hard. Because what we offer to people is that we're going to help them change. But we're going to help them change by setting the example. We're going to help them change by showing them the way. But we're going to help them change by showing them how to overcome. But they got to do the hard part, just like we do the hard part. All we're doing is we're standing there with them. We're telling them, come, because you can't do 2 sit-ups today, but tomorrow you're going to do 3 because I was able to do it. You get it? So when you turn into on no matter what kind of person, you become unstoppable. And the winds will come and the storms will come, and you're going to stay focused because you know why you're doing this. You know what is at the end of it. And it may not be a huge bank check, but it's going to be something that you can't buy in a store. And it can't be something that you will borrow from someone else. You have earned it with your sweat and with your tears and with your hard-earned work. You will. So I know that we often say, share the 4 vital behaviors, do it, do it, do it. Many of you don't. You become Beachbody billboards and you're just talking about Shakeology and that you worked out. But the real you hasn't come out. You copy and paste other people's messages. You don't really sit there and say, let me learn. Let me actually learn. Let me actually apply what has been given to me. Let me send this to Onidis. Let me get an accountability partner and let me ask if someone can give me feedback on this. Or you choose to do it alone. And alone, you're going to lose your own speed. And that's why we're a team. Because it's rare to find people out there that will tell you that your purpose, you have something beautiful inside of you. It's very rare that you will find people who believe in you day in and day out. But it takes, I guess, a broken person to believe in someone else. It takes a defeated person to look at someone else and say, I was defeated once, and I know you're going to get out. And each stage comes with its own struggle. Because right now you see me like, oh, I've overcome that, but I'm fighting my other giants. And when I get past those giants, I'll be able to share with you so that you can fight them. It took me 3 years to get to this place, to share with you that I actually did not have a vision because I didn't allow myself to. I thought that was for people who were like Tony Robbins lovers. And now it turns out that I love Tony Robbins. So stay consistent, stay true to who you are, and be clear on your vision and your purpose, and make it align to your mission on life so that you can actually find the freedom that you so desire. But know that it's going to take work and it's going to take consistent effort. Because I don't know about you, but the first time I woke up doing my workouts, I did not look at the mirror and see my 6-pack abs. It's been 4 years and I still don't see 6 packs. I've lost 50 pounds, but I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling because it's been 39 years of bad habits that I have to turn around. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible. So I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to just ask you, open the floor if you have any questions or if you have anything to say. It's a little bit on the deep side, but that's why I've been quiet. Hope you can understand why. Amen. Michelle can't speak right now, but I want to thank you because you have a way of speaking into my soul. God bless you. And literally, guys, if you open your heart to learning and to becoming a better person, I promise you that the journey is going to be worth it. You're going to turn around. And that's why when people approach me seeking help, I'm like, I can help you, but you got to want to be helped first. Because I can't read the books for you. I don't know which books you need that are going to be specific to your need. Right now, I'm reading these two books. I started reading this one, and then Saudi said I needed to read this one for business purposes. So I'm like, fine, I'll read both of them. But I'm not giving this one up because this is my initial. This is for my business, and not for nothing, but my business will flourish once my mindset gets right. Because I cannot tell you how many women I speak to on a daily basis that need people who have overcome. But I have to be strong in my overcoming so that I can help them overcome.
Hey, can I just chime in real quick?
Of course.
Hi, guys. I don't know why my phone has like all these little dots, but whatever. I too am actually listening to the audio version of Abundance Now, and as I told the nurse before, it is life changing. Like I have never submerged myself in a book like this. It's like everything that this woman says speaks to me in such a way that convicts me, that makes me want to change and question myself. Am I being who God intended me to be? Why am I not being that person? What is holding me back? What, like, it gets me to the root of the problem, because once you're at the root, once you know exactly where your problem is coming from, you can call it by name, you can rebuke it, you can take it apart, disintegrate it, throw it into the garbage, you know, and remove it from your life and go on to that next thing that needs to be worked on. But if you're unaware of who you are and where your problems are coming from, then you will never know what to change. And then you're living in a life of like obliviousness, if that's even a word. You know, like you're just like floating everywhere with no aim, with no direction, with no purpose. And I don't think that we are here without a purpose. You know, there is a reason why each and every one of us are still here, still fighting for it, fighting for what some of us may question ourselves. We may not know that, but that's why we have to continue digging and continue striving and continue praying and continue asking God to reveal those things to you that needs to change in your life. Because once you figure that out, you will start to transform. But if you don't ask, you won't receive.
Mm-hmm. And that's it, my friends. Thank you so much, because it is true. I wanted to go over a checklist on what our 4 vital behaviors should look like. And it's like a checklist that we can use for a daily basis that would give you an idea on what are those activities that you should do every single day. I'm going to put the checklist in the group, in our Team Conquer page. And I really hope to hear feedback from you. If we have not had a mastermind session, if we haven't had a one-on-one call, I don't need to be your coach so that you reach out to me. I think I've made it pretty clear that I'm open and available to help and to be there for you. And all I just do need is for us to schedule time, because I've learned to prioritize and to use my to-do list and to work with a focused intention. And I cannot just fly by the seat of my pants and expect to be present for my family and present in my own personal life if I'm going to fly like that. So I do ask that set up a time to talk with me, and let's make our time together worthwhile. Because I don't think that it was by chance that you fell into this challenge, that you came upon this team. I think there is a purpose behind it all, and we need to get to the bottom of it. Chances are you need to overcome many things, and this is how you're going to do it. So believe it or not, it wasn't for the fitness program. If you haven't figured that out yet, it was because there was a need inside of you that needed more. and you saw something in one of the teammates in this team that attracted you to us. You're now part of the family. So as every family, we're all together in this, and we're going to grow together. And I'm going to continue doing these things if you continue to share with me what are your needs. Because I can't, that answers, last time we met, I answered the whole idea that until we don't get our mindset straight, we're not going to have transformations. We're not going to have success stories. And the more I understand, unless we understand our vision and our purpose, we're going to be walking around in circle like el pueblo de Israel. And we're not going to find our promised land. And I don't want to be responsible for that. So I'm putting my hand up and I'm saying, let's go. We're on our way to the promised land. So if you want to come and join us, get ready, because it's going to take work. But I'm ready if you are. Alrighty, my friends. If with nothing else, I will post the recording of the call, and I will see you guys soon.
Okay.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.